This is KGW News at noon.
More than 3 weeks into the invasion of Ukraine, Russian forces have yet to seize control of the capital or any other major city. Hello, I'm Brenda Braxton. U.S. intelligence now says troops on the ground have stalled, but attacks from the air are becoming more frequent and more deadly. This is new video from Mariupol showing huge explosions at a Ukrainian factory. Civilians protesting in Kherson along the southern border of Ukraine were forced to run from gunfire and stun grenades after trying to block Russian military vehicles. That assault is making it hard for residents to escape the city.
Because my dad is invalid and they can't go to the Polish and other countries. I don't worry about me. But something I worry about my family.
The UN says that 3.5 million Ukrainians have now fled the war. Oregonians can help Ukraine by recycling. It's a small thing, but when you return bottles or cans at the store, you can donate your refund, which is 10 cents per container. This is part of a new effort by the Oregon Beverage Recycling Cooperative, and it will match your donation. So here's how it works. You just take your redeemable containers to any redemption center and let them know you want your bottles and cans to support Ukraine. Also, if you have a Bottle Drop account, you can donate your balance online. All the money goes to Mercy Corps and its Ukraine relief effort. You do have until April 10th to donate. Well, we are tracking all the latest developments out of Ukraine on KGW.com. Just text the word Ukraine to 503-226-5088 and we'll text you a link.
Oh! Get inside! Get inside! Run! 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 Run!
Just incredible video out of Round Rock, Texas. You can see that tornado forming right in the middle of this Walmart parking lot. A viewer shared this with our station in Austin, Texas. Now, just outside Austin in the town of Elgin, a dash cam caught a tornado sweeping this truck onto its side, but watch. It rolls back over and the driver speeds away. There it goes. That is just amazing. The National Weather Service says Texas and Oklahoma reported about 20 tornadoes in the past 24 hours. And there are more tornado warnings today. Let's check in with meteorologist Rod Hill. Rod, what is the latest?
So let me set up real quick why we're having this action. It's typical March spring weather. Cold air still coming out of Canada, warming air down along the Gulf. 39 Wichita, 59 Little Rock, 78 down New Orleans. So there is the drastic temperature difference. And here is the incredible storm line. Now, the storms that last evening were in Texas have been moving across Louisiana, and now the worst of the weather is in Mississippi. There's Jackson, and we'll go up north. I want to go in even closer. So here is Starkville, Mississippi. All this action will be moving that way quickly. If you look, see how there's a bow right here? This is called a bow line echo. And the reason it bows is because where the bow happens, these storms are producing winds that are moving the storm line faster. This storm line is still moving out towards Starkville between 40 and even 60 miles per hour at times. That added speed of the actual storm front also helps produce rotation or wind shear. And there are 4 active storms, tornadoes, indicated by radar in this area of this bow line echo right now. So it's a very, very severe situation weather-wise, and that storm front still has the risk for severe weather into the day tomorrow. Okay, real quick here at home, you get south of Portland, Willamette Valley Vineyards. They're clearing out beautifully with bright sunshine. Portland has absolutely been the epicenter of stubborn clouds. From this vantage point, it's overcast looking to the West Hills, but there are breaks in the cloud cover, and when you get up along the Columbia, it's actually really starting to clear out. 59 at PDX. So we're going to go for rapid clearing in the next hour or so, and we're still going to go for potential temperatures this afternoon up to 70 degrees. It's in the low 60s in Salem right now. Back to you.
I think you jinxed it, at least in Portland. Rod, we'll talk soon. Thank you. We're learning a little bit more about an apartment fire in Beaverton that left 10 people without a home. This fire began Sunday night. It engulfed this fourplex. Crews were out there putting out hot spots when they discovered an animal cage on one family's front porch. After clearing away debris, they found a pet rabbit inside.
We were able to round up the bunny inside the cage and then brought it over to one of the gals in the family to reunite the bunny with her, and she was very happy.
Oh, I bet she was. The rabbit's fine, and so is everyone else. Crews haven't determined what caused the fire. The Red Cross is working with the families to find them temporary housing. Well, Oregon has now closed its emergency rental assistance program. The state stopped accepting applications about 12 hours ago. The program was extended for a week after Oregon received an extra $16 million of federal money. Since 2020, the program has paid out more than $300 million to almost 46,000 households. Now to a lawsuit against the Oregon City School District. A student there claims she was outed as the victim of abuse during a school assembly. Now she's asking for more than $800,000 in damages. Alma McCarty has this update.
Students marched out of Oregon City High School in protest of what they called a disturbing video. This walkout days after it aired during a virtual assembly in early February. Parents, equally distressed by the clip, took complaints to the school board.
The video shows a blurred out student confessing his assaults on his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend.
That ex-girlfriend, referred to as 18-year-old Jane Doe in these court documents, is now suing the school district. The senior demanding more than $832,000 for intentional infliction of emotional distress and invasion of privacy. The lawsuit alleges OCHS held a school-wide assembly February 2nd, which featured a male student, John Doe, videoed in silhouette, but without masking or altering his voice, confessing abuse and assault against his former girlfriend. The suit goes on to read, students immediately recognized the person in the video, and by extension, recognized the plaintiff. Jane Doe alleges the district acted negligently and with reckless disregard by broadcasting the video to more than 2,000 students and staff without her input or consent. The lawsuit also alleges that students sponsoring the assembly warned school administrators not to include it, but school staff overrode those objections.
We didn't meet
the lawsuit comes after the district already received a formal complaint. Last month, the interim superintendent confirmed an investigation into the assembly and video was underway.
They failed our kids.
Backlash against the district continues as several parents last week voiced demands at the latest school board meeting for more action and accountability.
Their lack of transparency has made it seem that nothing is being done and no one is being held accountable for their lack of judgment. You talk about protecting people's identity, but that wasn't even for a thought for the kids that were aired in these videos.
KGW reached out to the district seeking a response to the allegations in the lawsuit, but has not yet received a response. Alma McCarty, KGW News.
A vote today will decide if a Yamhill County commissioner will keep her job. We're talking about Lindsay Burschauer. A group called Save Yamhill County claims her policies favor her own interests and her own donors rather than taxpayers. They say that has cost the county millions of dollars. The back and forth between both sides has gotten ugly. You'll hear from Commissioner Burschauer in a moment, but first, here's the organizer of the recall effort.
Posting the home address of our recall PAC director, Lynette Shaw, on her Facebook and telling people, go give her a piece of your mind. She has since received threatening letters at that address, death threats.
None of it's good, right? That we don't want to have that level of discourse. We should be able to have healthy political debates and be able to agree to disagree. So it's not something I support, but it does go both ways. And I will respond and I will stand up for myself.
Save Yamhill County says its members include independents, liberals, and conservatives. But the commissioner, who's conservative, says the recall is a move by progressives to get her out of office. By the way, those recall ballots are due back today.